What's happening, everybody? It's your boy True Streets. I'm out here in the yard, sitting in front of the garden previously. Yeah, bugs is out now. Had to spray myself up a little bit. I thought I'd do it outside this evening, instead of just showing the normal garden stuff. So I actually sit back and relax, fight these bugs. Just talk a little bit. Well, first off, thank you, Jalal. Thank the Lord, Father upstairs, for allowing us to see another day. I had to put these shades on because the light still bothers my eye. That's a little bit better. At least I ain't gotta keep squinting. But okay. Once again, like I was saying a few seconds ago, this is your friend, your fam, True Streets. We're back here in the house, back here in the lab. You know what I'm saying? We're not inside, but we out here enjoying this weather. But on that note, I want to get to the topic of the night. It's like, who am I, And I've touched this subject off and on quite a few times about who am I, meaning, like the things that go on in my mind and the way I try to present myself and do things, the character I so-called acquired, or, like just the person, my persona, my charisma, or the way I am. And that's like, am I truly doing this for myself, or do I do the things I do just to please others, or, am I just basically a puppet to somebody else's needs? And the reason I say that, because I've been in and out of relationships, you know what I'm saying? And besides my kids, I haven't got nothing, I mean, sure, there's been some good times and bad times, but I never can actually say I acquired that, that love of my life that so many people, have found, or the things I do. Am I the toxic one in my relationships, or is it really the females that I choose to, how can I say, have fondness for, or likings of my taste, or however you want to put it? But it's like, besides my kids, it's the same thing, it's the same pattern. And then I wind up with a child, still single. And I'm like, am I single because I'm trying to make the right decisions? Or am I single because I'm just the toxic one in all of my relationships? And the reason I say this because, in your right mind, nobody wants to grow old alone, and no one wants to, how you say, spend their last final days by themselves. So who am I? Am I toxic? Or am I really this loving, caring person that nobody really, understands me as much? And don't get me wrong, I had plenty of people tell me how much they care about me, or I'm such a good person, and I do such the outstanding things, but a lot of times it's because they're getting something from me, Even down to my job, it's like the praise I get is because of the accomplishments or what I do. It's nothing, or I feel as though it's not really genuine towards me, the person, myself. Whereas though with my kids, it's pretty much the parent thing. Sure, you listen to them, but it's still pretty much what you say, But in the relationships, it's like, do I bring the right stuff to the table, Because, like I said, I'm single, and I've been single for a while, or do I want the wrong things out of a relationship, or am I a vindictive person? Am I a spiteful person? do I deserve being in a relationship? Do I deserve that happiness like so many people say we all do? And I a just person in the ways that I do things? Do I treat the lady right? Do Am I the same person in the beginning of a relationship that I am in the ending of the relationship? Do I still bring the same things to the table, or do I bring more to the table? Am I growing in my relationships, or am I just hindering in the relationships? Or am I a good person for this lady, or is she a good person for me? Or it's just so many questions that needs answers, because like I said, I'm a single parent, and maybe the questions that I'm asking or the thoughts that I'm thinking could even help somebody else, or maybe somebody else knows what I'm talking about and they can comment. So feel free to comment. I love comments. I love to hear the feedback. I want the feedback. Excuse me, I had to lean forward. I was just moving something around. But yeah, I should have brought the off outside. But like I was saying, you know, this is my life. These are the things I choose to do, and I'm always striving to be better. I'm always striving to do the right thing. Man, look, I'm sorry, y'all. My blackness and my brownness won't permit me to sit here and just keep eating up. Pardon me, I'll be right back. There we go. Alrighty. Now, let's see how we do. Okay. So like I was saying, I know a lot of us, we go into our relationships blind, eyes closed, fascination, from a pretty smile or a nice body. Then we get to realize and get to know the person that it's not the person that we want. And I'm not going to, how can I say, put myself out of the way to try and act like I'm somebody that I'm not for this person. I'll try to be genuine in my relationships as well as everything that I do, and that's why I'm really in a loss of words here, because my daughter's mother and my daughter was staying with me, as a lot of my viewers know, throughout my different platforms. And so on that note, a couple of weeks ago, there was a pretty bad spill, as you would say, whereas though they're no longer living with me. Now my daughter still stays here for the majority, but she goes back and forth with her mother. So now I don't know how or where my daughter sleeps at night. Don't know. She says they got a home. I don't know. But I pretty much think that my daughter be with her aunt, which is my daughter's mother, sister. So, but like I said, it's like when you don't know a person and the only person that winds up getting hurt is the children. And here we are once again, my daughter going back and forth. She don't know, and and she daddy this, and then she made some comments which I can never forgive her. So the comments that she made were lies and accusations, and I just don't go backwards. Like a lot of times I tell people I'm not a backwards person. It sounds funny, but anyway. I don't like to go backwards on situation. I try to stay by my word. That's why I try to do things right the first time so I don't have to do them again. I try to tell the truth so I don't have to repeat myself. Situations like that right there, the words that she said or the accusations she put towards me and my sons, I'm like this right here, okay. It's one thing if you're teaching a person because they do not know, all right. It's also another thing where as though if there's reason for you to make accusations or something that's come upon, whereas though something just ain't right, then I feel you. I'm a parent. But when you just make bald-faced lies, those things cut deep. And like a lot of times when people get into disagreements, people say stuff they don't mean. But like, am I supposed to just forgive you because you was mad? And that's like the other concepts. So I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, but the words that they chose, not those words, but the words they, integrated with that down the road of reasons of why they were mad, and even though I don't agree, but somebody else might. And they feel as though I'm the manipulator. I'm the person who, twisted things out of proportion. I'm the one who's the villain. I'm the bad guy in the whole situation. And like I said, I could be. That's why I'm trying to figure these things out. Because I'm not trying to go around being the bad guy. I don't want to spend the rest of my life alone, but I don't want to go around making toxic women, you know what I'm saying? Because my actions or the way I treated women in my relationships with them, So hit the comments up, because once again, this is your friend, your fam, True Streets. I'm just trying to get answers, you know what I'm saying, to questions, that's all. But on a day like today, it's a blessed day, it's a beautiful day. I'm prayed up, my spirits are high, but my mind is heavy, My garden is growing lovely. I truly have no problems. My bills is paid, and just can't get my mind at ease. I'm healthy for the most of it. I've stopped smoking cigarettes. And, a couple of the others would know that I also stop eating meat and things of that nature, so, and I'm easing back into my workouts. So I'm trying to still, even though I'm not no young rooster, I'm still trying to get my ducks in order, and I'm still got some eggs in the backs that ain't been cracked yet, so I'm still doing things like this. But I feel as though I need answers, and I need answers soon, because nobody's guaranteed forever. Nobody's guaranteed tomorrow. You never know the end, and as we get older, listening to others, and things don't go your way all the time. Like I said, I thought I brought a lot to the table, but I'm not trying to be that toxic, or be that old guy, all spiteful and mean by himself, you know what I'm saying? I already ain't got no hair, so hey. But it's funny, because when you're young, you don't look at it like this, I never saw me being where I am now. And as far as my dreams and ambitions that I have for myself surpassed even being in the state of North Carolina. My dreams and ambitions was to make enough to start and build up my own town for people, and just bring people in, everybody in the town, jobs in the town, have the houses built. But like everybody dream don't come true and everybody's not meant to be a star. I know these things, and a lot of times they say, well, your worst enemy is you. The person who hinders you from getting everything is yourself. Well, growing up where I grew up at, from the words of the little boy that's in the meme right now, bullshit. I call bullshit. That's bullshit. Because everybody don't have that silver lining given to them or ahead of them, no matter how hard they work. So on that note, I may still get it. I'm not gone yet. I'm still trying. But my dreams and ambitions could have been or would have been a lot better if I didn't do a lot of things in my life. And I know that's not a crutch, and that's not a good excuse. That's more of a rebuttal, because there's plenty of people that went to prison for a longer time than I was, came out and is on TV, got their own this and that or whatever. So like I said, it ain't over yet. But I'm here on this platform, and this is True Streets. And I try to keep it real. As they say, I try to tell the truth for the most of it, and I try not to be a hypocrite for the most of it, so, yeah. But once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is your friends, your fam, True Streets. From True Streets, this is my life, and so as I come in with these talks for these questions and answers, hit me up in the messages, hit the DMs up, hit me up on all major platforms, share it with your friends. Let them know that somebody out there who may feel just like them, or you may can help me, or I may can help y'all, But as I said briefly, and then another thing that happened today, which has got things on my mind too. I went to work. I was off. I was supposed to be off, but I told my boss yesterday that my coworker, Miss Bonnie, had, had a spill and fell and hurt herself, like a rotary around her hip or whatever. And so I told her that I'll go in to check on her, make sure she's all right. Well, I got there right before 6. When I got there, she was saying she's in, pain and stuff real bad. So I'm looking for her around 7:30, 8 o'clock. I don't see her. She already done peeled out and left at 7:30. I never even knew. But I held things down like I do, took care of everything. Talked to my boss and stuff and told him that, reading out. So I wound up having to stay and take care of all the day, what I'm saying, from Miss Bonnie. And so I'm thinking about, like, she's hurt right now, so I'm going to do the same tomorrow, probably go in there. But, so I went to work, help out. Then I get home, and I'm down here in the back, and I talked to my rental man. And then I'm down here looking in the garden like I always do, check on the animals, water the ducks, and, just get ready, feed the chickens and the ducks and stuff. And so in the process of me doing that, I go upstairs, and when I get upstairs, my son tell me that animal control came to the house. And I'm like, what the hell animal control come to the house for? So animal control has come here, but it technically wasn't animal control. It was the police station. They came to check on grass about another property, and the grass wasn't cut. But in the mix of them doing that, they come on my property, because the property's behind mine, and look into my pens and see my chickens in one and the 2 ducks in the other one. Okay, so when they do that, they counted what they can see, and so they sent me a paper on my door about I can't have the amount of chickens and ducks that I have. So here in the good old state of North Carolina, in the city of Hickory, you're only allowed to have 5 animals per property. And it goes into where if you got chickens, you can have 5 chickens. If you got cats, you can have 5 cats. You got dogs, you can have 5 dogs. You can have 2 chickens, 1 cat, 2 dogs, 1 dog, 2 chickens, 2 cats, 4 chickens, 1 cat, 4 chickens, 1 dog. But you cannot have more than 5 animals. Okay, so as a lot of people know, I went and I didn't have no dog. I didn't have no cats. I didn't have no fish. I didn't have anything here. Just me and my sons and my daughter. Well, when she turned 4 back in May, she wanted chickens. And then I was like, well, okay, chickens. And then we talked about chickens since we said we were going to, we started the garden. And my little baby like, yeah, she wants chickens. So she turned 4. So I went and brought her 8 little chicks. When I got her these 8 little chicks, I got her different multiple kinds. So I got her 2 whites, 2 speckles, different names, but the 2 speckles, then 2 blacks, and 2 reds. And then her mother came into the house and made a comment about ducks, so I wound up getting 2 ducklings. So I'm raising my garden, and I'm raising chickens and ducks with my daughter. Okay, now, anybody who ever raised ducks or had ducks know ducks, I didn't know at first, but they're disgusting. Ducks take and make a lot of mess. Ducks are loud. Ducks smell. Ducks are greedy. And ducks mess up a lot of the water because they're waterfowl, which means they stay in the water, which means they constantly wash in the water, which means no matter what color the water is, if the ducks keep jumping in and out of it, it's going to be dirty. I don't care if you change the water every day more than once. By the end of the day, it's going to be dirty. And if there's dirt on the ground, it's going to have a muddy texture. That doesn't mean that the water's been there forever. It just means that you have ducks. Since I don't have a lake or enclosed pond, my ducks were in there in the pen that I made for them with their own water supply that they can get in, splash around, play in, but not no real big pool, but a nice water supply, and then another water one for drinking. But they always just bathed in both of them for the time that I had them. Now, these 2 ducks are technically grown in duck years. So, anyway, they tell me I only can have 5, so which means now I have 8 chickens, 2 ducks. 5 has to go. Well, I wanted a rooster, but I didn't want a rooster because the rooster, would mate, and then I run a chance of making more. I didn't want that. I just wanted eggs so I can help people out, meaning not charge people, but give people free eggs like I give people free stuff out my garden. But anyway, so someone was called, and now I have to get rid of half my animals. So that's how the cookie crumbles, because I don't want to be breaking nobody's laws, or doing anything, as they say, illegal. So, only thing about it is that my daughter's going to be upset when she finds out. So I'm trying to pick who goes. Okay, well, since the ducks are obvious, they smell, they're loud, they get on my nerves anyway. the ducks is gone. Okay. And they literally actually are gone. Because when I went to take them out the cage and take the cage part down, the little jokers ran underneath the bushes over there, so they're underneath the bushes over there. And they, unlike the chickens, they haven't flown yet. So they're big enough to fly. They haven't, their wings aren't clipped or anything, so they can fly, but they just haven't yet. So maybe, with the luck of the Irish, they'll fly and see the lake and join up with some other birds. But, so, if not, I gotta call animal control for 2 ducks, which is messed up there, you know. But yeah, they're over there, but they're cool. I went over there and checked on them, but they're not coming into the bush, and I'm not going underneath of it. Now, the chickens, on the other hand, all 8 of them are still right here, but yeah, Stick, but the rooster, he's sitting there looking at me. He's gone. He will be going too. So he will be going out of the 3 chickens that are going to be going. And it's messed up because I don't know nobody. And then this is actually 2 properties. My renter owns both properties. He was trying to sell me both properties together. But if I get both properties, and I was like, I should talk to him and be like, well, can I put half on that property, half on this property? That technically splits it up. So I'll be talking to him to find out what he says. But anyway, that's just the life we live. But yeah, so I was just thinking, what am I going to do about that, and then how my little boo-boo going to feel. And then out of the other chickens, I like the white ones. I like Midnight in them. I like Reds in them, but I might just take one, not Red, but Red 2. And one of the black ones, not Midnight, but Midnight 2, because Midnight 2 has a little dust in the red mixed in the feathers. So I might just get those 2, but keep the 2 speckles, because, well, keep 1 speckle because the rooster, he's a speckle, so Stick, but he'll be gone. But like I said, my renters say I can use the other property as far as putting the pin over there, then that's where the other one's going. And I'm going to catch them 2 damn ducks and send them over there too, but if not, I pray the best for everybody. But yeah, I can't let the ducks starve, so if they go steady the tree, they're still on their property, so I'm just going to put stuff underneath the tree. But they're no longer in the pen is open over there, so and it looks homely. Then they're going to talk about the smell. Okay, inside of it, what is it supposed to smell like? Roses? No one cleans a pen every day, but the pen gets cleaned every week. The food gets done every day. The water gets done every day. But you don't literally spray the whole daggone coop down but once a week. Some people, some twice, but I didn't have that many birds, you know. So I took and cleaned the pen out and just put a little bedding on the floor. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull that bedding that's inside the actual coop out. And then I'm going to take that and put it over here for the garden, because it'll be decayed up by next year. And then I'll take and start over again. But yeah, but compared to 10 eggs a day, that'll be 5 eggs a day, which is only 35 eggs a week. That's nothing. A family of 5 can eat that many of them damn selves. basically, if you have type of animals and stuff, they don't want you to be efficient. They want you to be just enough to do what they say. That's what I miss about South Carolina. Because South Carolina, I could have had as many as I wanted. And that would have been that. But I'm here, so I got to deal with their rules. But I will have more chickens. So I guess I might not be staying at this location because I need to be more country. I need more land that I can do what I want on. So I don't like to be controlled. That's like being in the cage, even though I'm walking around. I'm paying to be locked up. I don't like it like that. That's like paying to be on probation again. I'm paying for parole. So, but yeah, so I thank everybody. Once again, it's your friends, your fam, True Streets from True Streets. This is my life. It's coming to y'all with some questions and let y'all know how the day went. So, and then on top of that, my 19-year-old who I put on my car insurance, I was quoted one price. Now I'm being told a significant another price. And I try to let ain't no try. I tell my sons, look, they're your bills. Y'all pay for y'all bills. You're old enough now. So he has his little job, but his job is where he can afford what the other price is, but that's taking a nice chunk out of his pay, you know. And I don't charge my sons for rent or nothing like that right there, but they do pay their bills. Meaning he has a cell phone, he has my van, so he pays for his insurance and the gas for him, and his brother pays, you know, gas, they pay gas and stuff together. So, but basically, that's what it is. And technically, my son Will, I'm gonna have to talk to him because he drives him back and forth to work too. So half that insurance is gonna fall on his butt too, or he gonna be walking because he don't have a license and he's older, and that's his own fault. I didn't even think about that. But yeah, he'll be all right. He'll be okay. He has a brother. But me, I got the other brother and my daughter and this house to take care, because you say they take care of their bills and their cell phone bills and their cell phone payments. And I takes care of everything else. I don't ask them for nothing. And I believe in that. I'm not, unless they, you know, now if they get their own crib, that's something different. They can take care of their own. But while they're in this house, they're still my kids. So I take care of them at the moment, you know. So until they do something wrong, they're mine. Gotta love it. And once again, friends and family, it's your boy, True Streets. And this is my life. I'm about to get out of here so I can try to upload this so it can air tomorrow. I got one that's currently going up right now. For my people on TikTok, I know I've been lacking a little bit on you, but I got you, you know. And then my Spotify, Anchor, I gotta get up on y'all. Twitter, Facebook. Well, y'all not, you know, y'all know how it go. But we gonna do what it do. Stay cool, stay blessed, never stress. And remember, y'all know the rules. When I look my head to the right, peace, love, namaste for the ones who don't speak English. You know what I'm saying? Keep your heads up high, keep your hopes going, keep your energy going. Keep flowing, you know what I'm saying? Stay positive on that note. Love yourself, because if you don't love yourself, it's very hard for other people to love you. And like I said, hit them comments up, hit them messages up, let me know how y'all feel about the nice talk, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to get back at y'all soon. We're going to get this thing live. Oh yeah, plus, like I said, still don't smoke cigarettes now, and I still don't eat meat. I really ain't lost too much weight. So it ain't about that, it's maintaining. And where I'm at right now, I'm maintaining. And I'm trying not to work out as much because I don't want to get all big and then get older one day and gotta try to maintain that. So I'll be working with the bands. I'll just be mainly watching what I eat though. But it's like I'm still getting cut up though. So hey, I don't know. But it is what it is. Thank y'all again. Yeah, I got, see the hair on my arm. The hair. Keep saying. Anyway, got into something in the garden, on the other side of the garden. Well, it might have been the trees when I was cutting them down. But anyway, something that got on my arm, but I got some calamine on it in a couple of places, so hopefully that works. But y'all have a blessed night or a blessed day, and namaste. And once again, I need this property, so if y'all gonna help me get it, look out for your boy. You hit that lottery, I need this property, I need a food truck. One love, and I'm out of here. Peace.